happening. Let's start with our community member Just Lane on CNN though, first and foremost. And once again, rest in peace to your father. I'm sorry that
he died of COVID at the age of 45.
9 months.
Patrick was
Here's
not
my child support baby daddy.
This is why I always say, like, part of me is just like, whenever I'm fucking shitting on hogs and stuff, I always tell you, like, your parents are probably in the situation. This fucking sucks. And it's sad.
Join me now, Katie and Evan Lane. Guys, I'm so sorry for the loss of your father. It's such a tragedy, and I know it's been hard on both of you.
And
Katie,
life a little better.
He had just moved you into college,
being a good ally.
like a month ago, right?
Yeah, it was 1 month ago that he was completely healthy, helping me move all my furniture into my first apartment, doing all the heavy lifting for me.
And he moved you in. This is your first apartment at college, I might add. He moved you in there. He stayed the night with you. And what did he say to you as he was leaving?
Percent hit the most devious lick on me. My taking
he
15
gave me
months from me.
a really big hug, and he said, "I'm proud of you, Katie Bug." And he walked out my front door. And
this one's for the next
if I had known that was going to be my last time seeing my dad in person, alive and well, I don't think I would have let go of him.
No. Why was he so hesitant to get vaccinated, Katie?
There's multiple reasons, I think. One of which was some of the media that he ingested. He wasn't by any means far right. He was right in the middle, and he consumed media from both sides. And just some of the misinformation on one of those sides made him hesitant. So he was going to wait for FDA approval, but by the time that Pfizer had been approved, it was already too late.
Pfizer got the full FDA approval, and your father was already sick. Evan,
Jesus Christ,
talk to me about your final goodbye to your father. Did you have a chance to spend any real time with him?
Not really. I was already staying at another house, and he was just coming by to pick something up, and he didn't even want to get too close because he was too worried about getting me sick, so I didn't even get to hug him before he left, and then before I knew, he was gone.
You guys are vaccinated now, Evan. What was the message ultimately that your father wanted to spread about vaccines?
He wasn't anti-vaccine. He was just hesitant, and now that Pfizer's been FDA approved, I don't think he would have anything wrong with telling people to get that vaccine.
His final.
Hey guys, listen, these two community members might have lost their parent, but, a lot of people need to make Substack money. They need to make Substack dollars. So they're going to keep fucking churning misinformation and disinformation about the efficacy of vaccines. Fake as fuck. Bro, they're literally in here. She is a community member. She's been on Chad Vice before. It's not fake as fuck. It doesn't get more fucking real than that, dude. Listen, shouts out to Just Lane and your brother as well for going out to CNN and putting yourselves out there like this in order to maybe reach out to anyone, really. And you'll always, at the very least, you're gonna have some parents. You're gonna have some parents out there that are watching, that are vaccine hesitant. They're gonna see the pain that you guys are going through, and hopefully they'll say, I don't want to put my kids through that. I'm going to go and get the fucking vaccine. So I don't know if it'll happen. I mean, I'm sure there is, actually. I'm sure there will be some people that do that. Sell your dad's story to CNN for pride. No, don't 7-day ban them, dude. I mean, fucking permanently ban them. If someone says some shit like that, it's like, seems like a lot of gropers in the chat today. Did you come up on 4chan or some shit? No, we got some fucking dirtbag lefties this time that are small shitpost accounts that are up my asshole, very upset at me for saying that sports fans should be bullied and numerous other things. There's just a lot of people that fucking every time I'm in the media, there's going to be more people that get fucking mad. You know what I mean? I think this is more so like the Cumtown adjacent leftists that are fucking frustrated this time. And it's always going to happen. Like, no matter what, I'm an individual that has, anyone on the internet that has any number of following is going to have a lot of fucking people that despise them and want to murder them and shit on them. It's fine. Aren't we dirtbag lefties? No, we're pussies because we're not dirtbag enough. Don't forget to tweet that you're live to bring your community in. I already did. Anyway, look, this chatter's like parent is. I did, but here you go. Just retweet it again if you want. But like, Justlane's father's 45 years old. He's healthy. He's perfectly fine. And then, and then he's not. There is no, I don't know how else to go about it. Like, this happens so frequently. That's why people say this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated, because it quite literally is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. Even fucking Breitbart understands that. Okay? So, listen, shouts out to Justlane for being brave enough to go on CNN. People will probably come after you now because you fucking, because people are psychotic. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But, I hope that you were able to change some minds, maybe of some parents that were still hesitant at this point that will go and get vaccinated. And this is the point. This is why you want everyone to be protected. This is why you want healthcare. Doesn't matter if someone's a fucking hog. Doesn't matter if they're a centrist. Doesn't matter. All these people that are dying, in a lot of instances, are dying of misinformation. They're victims of misinformation, and they're dying for no reason. And that's terrifying. That's terrible. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But the main point is, this is absolutely preventable. This is absolutely preventable. Getting vaccinated.
Words to my stepmom on a FaceTime call was that he wished that he was vaccinated.
Those were his final words?
To my stepmom, the last call that she had with him, he said that he wished that he was vaccinated.
And Katie, you said from one media source in particular, he was getting information that led him to be hesitant on.
The fucking teenagers and minors in here that say, I need parental permission to get vaccinated, you most likely don't. I'm just letting you know right now, there are resources out there available for you at your disposal. You can, what's the website? There's a website. You definitely don't. You definitely don't need your parental supervision. You don't need them to sign off on it. You can totally fucking fake it and get your vaccine without them knowing. Vaxteen.org has a lot of resources. They show consent laws by state. They have guides. They have resources. Of course, it depends state by state, but I'm pretty sure in a lot of states you can still get it. Bro, shut the fuck up. You a spokesman for the vax? Yes, dude, I am. I'm a spokesperson for just not dying. I'm a fan of Chatter's parents not fucking dying for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a a reasonable mentality to have, I think. I mean, ultimately, there are a lot of fucking psychos out there who are dying right now. And especially if you're like a conservative commentator and you fucking, have gone on AM radio and broadcasted your dumbass anti-vax opinions, and then you die, I'm going to make fun of you. But there's a lot of normal people that are, centrists or even conservatives that are just like otherwise kind people, even if they have like horrible fucking ideas, but they're still loved by others. You know what I mean? I don't want them to die. I've said this before. Medicare for all means Medicare for all. It doesn't mean Medicare except for racists. Like, Medicare for all would mean that racists would get coverage too. And the same goes for vaccines. The same goes for all matter of medical care. I want everyone to protect themselves from this preventable fucking death. I am the CEO of not dying to COVID. If you wanna consider it that, yes, I do have a secret agenda, and that secret agenda is I don't want you to die to COVID.
On vaccines, who? I mean, who was he listening to?
He watched some Tucker Carlson videos on YouTube, and some of those videos involved some misinformation about vaccines, and I believe that played a role.
Evan, what do you want people to remember about your dad? How are you going to remember him?
I'm always going to remember him as just the fun dad in any school gathering, or just the person who always tries to bring everyone's mood up if they're feeling down.
Katie, I'm looking at those pictures right now on the screen. I don't know if you can see them, but his smile just bursts right through.
Medicare for Racists, Hasan Piker 2021. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. The whole point is you're supposed to tackle racism at the systemic level. Like, racism is not about fucking wagging a finger at individual acts of racism or like hunting racism. It's about trying to make sure that there are less new races coming out, and also that the current racists are no longer holding on to those horribly violent and misguided beliefs. And I think that improving people's material conditions will greatly help in that process.
The screen right there. He just looks like there was so much joy.
Yeah.
A lot of joy and a lot of life that he's never going to live.
Oh, Katie and Evan Lane, listen, we're thinking about you. Thank you for being with us right now. And, you're his legacy. And I'm sure he'd be so proud of you and everything you're doing now and will do going forward.
Yeah, I'm in the business of Medicare for all, not Medicare for all, except people I fucking despise because I hate them because they have bad opinions. You know what I mean? So, like I said, Ghislaine, I admire your bravery to be able to go on national television and speak about something so personal, and hopefully your story will change some people's minds. And I'm sorry that your father passed away.